Okay. Hi, this is Cynthia Horner from Right on Digital. I'm here with Kendyl, and we are going to have a brief chat about her involvement with Shark Week on the Discovery Channel. Now, hi, Kendyl. The first question I have for you is obviously you are a fan of small sea creatures since you were the founder of your company Beyond the Reef.
So Beyond the Reef is a nonprofit in the British Virgin Islands that does shark conservation and research, whale conservation and research, coral restoration, artificial reef building, and then also ghost fishing gear removal. So the removal of nets and fishing pots from the ocean.
And how long have you had been involved with this nonprofit? Because it seems like it's such a fascinating topic, especially since people are very concerned about what happens to our sea creatures, if you want to call them that.
Yeah, so it was formed in, I want to say, early 2018, initially as a response to Hurricanes Irma and Maria, which were pretty devastating to the islands down there. And it left some airplanes and ships that were derelict. So we started by taking those and turning them into artificial reefs. So we took a couple small airplanes and actually realized the airplanes sort of look like sharks, and turned them into shark sculptures and sunk them as dive sites and artificial reef. And we ask people who dive on them to donate $5, which goes back directly into teaching local kids to swim in the communities. So it's kind of all ocean conservation, education, community related, which is amazing because we're just trying to get, people to be more involved in ocean conservation and aware of what's happening in our oceans, and also really just getting research and data points on different species there, like sharks and whales, for example, to make sure we protect them.
Which is your favorite?
Okay, sharks and whales are my favorite, depending on the time of year. They all have seasons, you know? I switch my brain from sharks to whales at different points.
When you were a young child, did you ever anticipate that you would get into this line of work and that you would eventually be on a network like the Discovery Channel?
I mean, that was the dream. I loved storytelling and I loved animals and the ocean. I started interning actually at Discovery Channel when I was like 19 years old. So yeah, that was the dream, was to be able to combine all of that. Yeah.
Are there more females that are going into this line of work at this point?
Yes, it used to be an incredibly male-dominated field, and I'm actually still. I ended up, after founding the nonprofit and doing that for like 6 years, I ended up going back to grad school way later in life, and it's hard to find a man on our campus, truthfully.
Mhm.
It's a very female-dominated world right now.
Now, if a young person sees what you're doing on television, what kind of classes would you recommend that they take in college so that they could have the expertise to go into maybe following into your footsteps?
Yeah, amazing. Marine biology classes of all sorts. So, if you take it, like I did environmental science for my undergrad, and that's really, both land and sea. So you get a mixture of all. But if they're specifically interested in oceans and ocean conservation, then marine biology or oceanography, it depends if you're more interested in the way that currents work or if you're more interested in the biology of species themselves. But even within marine biology, there's thousands and thousands of categories that you can focus in on. So, yeah, I would say find something in the ocean that you love and focus on it, you know. Even seaweed is has potential
One,
to change our planet, so
one fun fact, I took one marine biology class when I was in college because I went to Pepperdine University at Malibu. So I throw that fact in to
that's a
you.
good place to do a marine biology class. You're right on the ocean.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you so much for this interview with Right on Digital. And we look forward to publicizing Shark Week and everything, all sharks. And we love the fact that the Discovery Channel has made this opportunity available for viewers to get to watch and enjoy. You have a great day.
Thank you so much. You too.
Goodbye.